Yes, you're welcome back to the Christian Entertainment TV show here on GNTV. That was Edith with Gospel Kokonsa and Belinda with Stitch and Style. All the fashion, tips that you have to give to a Christian to look more fashionable. So I'm back, and I told you earlier on in my introduction that we're going to talk about Africa Gospel Awards Festival, AgaFest. Yes, it's the biggest thing in Africa now, not only in Ghana, in Africa. When you follow the social media pages of other gospel artists outside of Ghana, they are talking about it, they are posting about it, and it's the biggest thing in Africa. And it's been hosted here in Ghana. So we want to talk about it, make noise about it, and it's next week Saturday at the Action Chapel Dome, and I have 3 wonderful individuals here so we can discuss this all important program and topic. So just beside me I have the music researcher and CEO of Remedy Entertainment, my very good friend. He's now becoming a regular panel on my show. Danati,
yes,
you're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I told you something of if I'll come here because of one thing.
Okay, yes. I know that thing. We'll discuss that thing over.
Sure.
So that's Danati, CEO of Remedy Entertainment and gospel artist manager. He manages Mabel Lottery with G.
And Mama Boot.
And Mama Boot. Okay, yeah, you said me here, so yeah, Mama Boot. Yes. So that's Danati. Next to Danati is a brother of mine who, I don't know, when I was on radio, he was coming on. But on TV, he has always been. Finally, I got him on set. I say this unreservedly. He managed the biggest gospel artist in Ghana.
One of the biggest.
Okay, sorry. One of the biggest gospel artists in Ghana now. With what I saw last week at ICGC Holy Ghost Temple, Obapa is one of the biggest gospel artists. Kwame Osudakwa,
my boss,
manager for Obapa Kiss.
It's a nice way of telling your viewers that it's my first time being on TV.
Yes. It's the first time being on TV. I literally drag it.
It's a lie. I remember I was on But the First Side. I was on Kwasasa's show, so I think it's my third time on TV.
Oh, that's how many years ago. So that's Kwame Osudakwa. Kwame, you're welcome.
Big boss.
First time on the show.
It's always a pleasure coming to your shows and all that.
Yeah, I feel you're coming on radio.
Yes, and it's my first time being on TV.
Yes.
I was very, very tight, and
yes.
I promised that once I'm done with whatever I was doing, I was gonna come.
But Charlie was a great show.
Charlie, to God be the glory.
Great show. The hotel was able to take. I think the capacity is 2.5.
Yes,
but you had over 4,500. Because you did screens outside and the screens outside. Charlie.
I should be asking you these questions. I mean, you were producing the show. I mean, what happened? Because that day I wasn't my usual self.
I know, but it got to a time. It got to a point in time you had to create more chairs for the protocol people in front of the stage and all of that. Charlie, it was. I produced shows yesterday. I was telling. In fact, last week we were Kwesi Kumsin, manager of the we were talking about it. And it was like, Charlie, we've produced shows, but this show is a big show. Charlie, congratulations.
Charlie.
And you made money.
Oh, I mean, to God be the glory. I mean, to God be the glory.
You sold the series.
With the numbers. Like you rightly said, 2005 capacity church auditorium. We had to take in more.
Yeah. And outside was full.
And not even outside. There's a video conferencing room.
Yeah.
We had to fill that place like 1,000 something capacity. Then again, the numbers were still outside that we had to, erect LED screens for people outside. I mean,
it was big.
If this is not good.
The funny thing is that 10 p.m. people were still standing waiting. It's not normal.
Charlie, sometimes I
remember. Congratulations,
Charlie.
Congratulations,
and congrats to you too. Just that
for a good work done.
The producer of the show.
Okay, so it's my show. It's not your show. And let me invite for the first time. It's also being on my show, Chief Charles. I've been admiring him from far. I only saw him last week, and he's a great guy in the showbiz industry, and he does a lot for gospel. He had a choir. I don't know if
it wasn't a
the
choir,
choral
quartet and a cappella
quartet, and it's still functioning. Or
no, it's disbanded.
Oh, you have to bring it back.
I'm trying to bring it back in a different
form.
Way, in a different form.
Okay, and Chief Charles is the spokesperson for Africa Gospel Awards Festival, AgaFest.
Yeah.
Chief Charles,
yeah,
you're welcome to the show.
Well, thank
for
you
the
very
first
much.
time.
Well, thank you.
Yes.
It's a pleasure and a privilege.
Yes.
Meeting great guys like yourself.
I wanted to. These are the good guys,
including yourself. You cannot walk with greatness without being touched or affected by greatness.
By greatness.
Yes.
So you're great.
Yourself. I wanted to wade into the
Obapa.
Obapa.
Okay. Talk about it.
For me, I'm not surprised with what happened because Obapa is, for me, a generational change. If you study the gospel terrain for close to a decade now, Obapa brought something that was very different from what existed at the time. So she brought a paradigm shift. There was a seismic shift of how she presented and delivered.
And interestingly, most of the ladies took after her.
Exactly.
Those
That's what I'm saying.
accolades,
That she brought a seismic change.
All of them.
And so if you observe all the...
Please don't mention names.
No. I'll mention.
Okay.
It's true. Give Joyce Blessing.
all of them.
Disclaimer, please.
I mean, all
So
of them.
if you observe all that came after the...
She created a path.
And I know they will not deny.
She was
They will not
a she is and was a trailblazer.
Yeah.
So I mean, she's big.
Yeah, she's
no
big.
doubt about it.
And the character was some of the songs is that I was not shocked. They also because he's always creating a way for some things. I hear she wants to put one of the gospel hip hop guys. That's gospel rappers. It's not gospel hip hop. Gospel rappers. One of the of her songs. And I'm sure when she does that.
She'll kill it.
Yes, I'm sure when she does that. The rest will follow.
Ohima Mercy has attempted a thing like that.
Yeah. It's true.
But I'm sure if Obapa Christie does it, she'll nail it.
Yeah, she'll nail it. She'll make the ever act.
Last Sunday when I got there, I was like, whoa, this is called Domiabra. Domiabra.
It's
very far.
No, but I was skeptical about the venue.
The venue.
When he told us, I was like, that place is far. I said,
the cheese say at the paneton.
I was there for production, and the program that started 4. I was there at 1, and people were all in buses.
Yeah.
People like half. And it got to a time we said, go out and let's check tickets. Like they can't beat me. So we had to just make them sit in, and actually it was wonderful.
Need to God be the glory.
Congrats.
Thank you.
And you got money too. So that's the boy. We need money for me.
We'll talk about the money issue later.
Okay, so now we go to our main discussion, Africa Gospel Awards Festival. So as the PRO is here, I'll give you the prelude or anything. I'll make the PRO himself talk. So Africa Gospel Awards Festival, this is the maiden one, and it's an awards for the whole Africa continent for gospel. So awards comedy, music, TV program, radio program, all categories, or everyone who is doing ministry. You have your category in the Africa Gospel Awards Festival. It has some non-competitive categories and it has some competitive categories, and that's what we're going to talk about. All of that we're going to talk about some like Africa Gospel Artist of the Year. I think that's going to be the flash. We're going to talk about that and talk about some other categories and some other issues with some of the categories and all of that. And I'll ask you a final question. Have you voted for any of the Ghanaians on it, so that next week if they don't win, you don't get shocked? So we're going to talk about all of this from now to 7 p.m, including your phone calls. Yes, Chief Charles,
my brother Nee.
So tell us a little about AGAFest.
Okay, all right, thank you very much and thank you for the opportunity. AGAFest, it's an acronym for Africa Gospel Awards Festival. So, like you rightly, put, it's an award scheme for a holistic approach to the ministry. So, anybody who's doing anything ministry focused or related or directed, you have a place with AGAFest. So, whether you are preaching the word, you are acting the word, singing the word, managing the word, AGAFest is the platform where you will be recognized and awarded for the good works you are doing or you have done over the years. You will agree with me that gospel-related stuff, usually we say that our reward is in heaven. Yeah. And so not so many award schemes or recognitive schemes exist to recognize people who have sacrificed their life, and in fact the ministry is where you find the most sacrifice. People sacrifice their life entirely to ensure that the gospel is preached, the gospel is propagated. But this is the platform where we would recognize such people and attempt to reward them here on earth before they even get to heaven. The Bible rightly said that there's no one who would follow Christ who would not have a reward here on earth before they're in heaven.
Yeah.
And so we're putting, or if you like, we're practicalizing that here, before we actually get to heaven. So Agafest is, if you like, the biggest platform to honor people who have sacrificed their life and time to singing the gospel, people who have sacrificed their life and time to preaching the gospel or managing the gospel in all its forms and shapes. And come 30th March at the Action Dome, Spintex Road, we would have an array of amazing gospel musicians and gospel related people assembling and awarding and recognizing the works they have done for Christ.
Perfect. So that's Agafest in short. That's the PRO for Agafest. Kwame, you've heard about Agafest?
Yes, I have.
So your initial comments about Agafest?
Well, I think it's laudable. This is what we fought for some years back, and then it's coming to us. I mean, it's nice, it's laudable, and I think we must all support it. This not to take away the shine. I have had problems with gospel awards organized here in Ghana. You understand? In years back, we have fought for gospel awards. Okay, unfortunately, the one that seemed to have gotten there is for Africa, not just Ghana. And so in some way, I feel a little, jittery and all that. But I think it's laudable. Earlier on today, I was discussing with someone that I think that we need a consolidated gospel awards. Whereby we have a lucrative one that brings on board all the gospel artists. Because you and I know that I've always had a problem with gospel being categorized as a genre of music.
At the Vgma.
Yes, I've always had a problem with that, because in gospel we have reggae, we have rap, we have virtually everything. Okay, so when we categorize all as a genre, it's kind of narrows it to one side. Like for instance, Vgma will not nominate more than 10 gospel artists. But you and I bear witness that we have like 1,000 of gospel musicians doing very well. Some in rap, some in contemporary, some in all that. Okay, so for me, any award scheme that goes gospel, I support it. Okay, so please, Chief, once you are here, I hope that you take it on. So
they should do one for Ghana first.
Of course, even with football, before there's a World Cup, there's African Cup. So organize African Cup for our gospel art. I know where you're coming from. I know McKay. I know like what he does and all that. So please try do one locally before we go out.
Before we go
Other than that,
perfect one.
Well, just to respond quickly, just to respond quickly to you, that obviously over the years we have attempted to organize local gospel awards. Some have succeeded largely, others have failed. I believe that Agafest has the potential of sustainability in the sense that it is not only locally centered, because it's African wide. The if you like, the catchment area is big, and so you cannot just sit here. For instance, those that were done for Ghana in the past, sometimes when the event organizers tire, they leave the whole thing. But this is African wide, and it involves other nations and other organizers, the gospel brothers. So for me, looking at it in the context of Africa gives it the potential to be sustainable as compared to the local ones. And I'm sure once we are able to sustain this, we can dovetail into something local that can also exactly.
Perfect. Dan, initial comments.
Before I go to Agafest, let me answer Kwame's
concern.
There's National Gospel Music Awards.
Yes. That was Kumasi Gospel Music Awards. I'm saying it today. It's Kumasi Gospel Music.
But they have the name National Gospel Music Awards.
I've fought to Sergio several. It's Kumasi Gospel Music.
Someone just told me that's a Kumawood version of, I beg your pardon, but that's what somebody just told me.
Okay. Sergio is watching.
Oh, if you want,
Good evening, Sergio, wherever you are. We still love you.
So there's a National Gospel Music Awards that seeks to honor or reward our local artists, Ghanaian artists that are doing very well in the gospel fraternity. So when it comes to the Aga Fest, I see it as a gospel version of Afrima.
Okay.
You understand? Yeah, gospel version of Afrima, and this is a good initiative. Great. I just love it, and I believe with time, everything will come to a perfect end. When I say perfect end, it means look at how Vgma has been able to sustain 20 years.
Yeah,
we're looking at Agafest running for 20 years and more, and it being big, not just doing it this year, next year, and then probably the following years. You exactly. So I would wish the whole gospel fraternity support this.
Yeah.
I know most people will think this is more or less like the secular stuff, as in award, the normal award. No, this is gospel. This is gospel. It's about
appreciating the work of the gospel
church, men of God, musicians, anybody who has got something to do with gospel. So let's all support. I know some people will sit back and watch them fail. That is how Ghanaians are. Yes. Some will say, okay, yes. So please, let's all support. If you're an artist manager, an event organizer, promoter, whoever you are, if you believe you want the progress of the gospel fraternity, please let's all support them. Agafest. It's quite unfortunate on the 30th they'll be battling with 3 Music, but I believe when the focus is on the churches, where we wouldn't come here next week and say, oh, it didn't go well, or next 2 weeks, sorry, because it will be organized next week. Right?
Yeah, next week.
Yeah. So we wouldn't come here next 2 weeks and say it didn't go well because of 3 Music and this and this and that. I believe when the churches buy tickets, when they vote, when they support it, we are going to smile.
Yeah.
Okay, just a quick one. Let me ask you, why is it that you did not see it coming? It's conflicting with 3 Music Awards. Because whether we like it or not,
the initial date they gave us was 8 March. Remember, the initial date Maki gave was 8
but
March.
for a few constraints here and there, we had to push it to
many
30.
challenges.
But for me, I do not see the conflict here.
Okay.
3 Music
based on target audience.
Exactly. 3 Music has its target audience, and I believe at main target, obviously
the gospel.
Is the gospel and the churches. So for me, and especially the lineup of artists we're bringing.
But how the ticket sales doing?
It's going pretty well. And I'm urging people to go out there. It's just 50 cedis for the regular and 100 cedis for VIP. And there are various platforms and ways you can purchase the ticket. You can purchase via a mobile.
Okay, so I'll make you give us all
and all that.
details.
Yeah, so I think ticket sales are going well. We still have a few that I believe that, and I'm hoping that by Thursday or Friday we should run out of tickets.
Okay. So we have like 37 categories, plus or minus, like 37 categories. Some of them are not competitive. Others are very, very competitive. But I want us to Chief Charles, can you give us the eligibility year? I saw January 2017 to October 2018. Is that true? The eligibility year for
yes,
January 2017 to October 2018.
Yeah.
When did you release Asiamah?
Well, that was in October, 15th October.
Yeah. So why is Asiamah not in it?
Well, that would be a question for the board.
For the board
to answer.
Oh no! Wait. You said the year is between January
to October 2018,
and you release.
I mean, you can't fault them because even if it was to October 30th, I released the album on the 15th, and 2 weeks to the end of it. You are not looking at it's making a hit enough.
Maybe.
So at the time the nomination list came in January. So at that time, the song was making waves.
Well.
But the question is, did they enter?
Did they file?
Yes. Well, I'm sure. No, we didn't.
No, but you see, the latter has always been saying this thing. I agree with you. I think that it shouldn't be always about filing.
Yeah.
It should be about hard work. You know, let's put your name and you tell us that, because I know in some award schemes previously, you know, when they nominate Koda will say, I don't want to be part. But now I don't know what happened again. Like Vgma has nominated him, he's not said I've withdrawn or whatever. So I think let's acknowledge the good work and let's put them there. If they say they want to, fine.
Well,
let's go
with this, I'm not going to fault. I'm not going to fault you guys.
I understand, but
yeah.
I think that the research should be wide. You know, this is the first edition, but you know, we need to, you know.
No, but I would also say they did very well when it comes to research. Just that, you know, as humans as we are, you will not get everything correct. Because there are some names I saw in there. I was like, no, if you're not a follower of gospel music, you wouldn't know this or that.
Yeah. Myself, I had to go and research or something.
Yeah, there's one guy called Nat Abbey.
Yeah.
But if you're not a follower of gospel, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know.
But he's in gospel.
His name, that's what I'm saying. So for such person to be there, I think they did quite well.
Okay, so let's discuss a few categories. You know, are you ready?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I want us to discuss all the topmost categories. Let's look at African Gospel Artist of the Year. The nominees: 1. Joe Mettle, Ghana; 2. Dr. Tumi, South Africa; 3. Nathaniel Bassey, Nigeria; 4. Frank Edwards, Nigeria; 5. Tim Godfrey, Nigeria; 6. Sonny Badu, Ghana; 7. Sinach, Nigeria; 8. Dinah Hamilton, Ghana; 9. Benjamin Dube, South Africa; and 10. Eben, Nigeria. So we have 3 Ghanaians, 2 South Africans, 4 Nigerians, no, 5 Nigerians. Yes. So that's a very difficult one.
Yeah,
very difficult one.
Very.
But my initial thoughts about this category, I think that, you know, all of them did well, but I think that I said it last week to you, and I'll say it here again. I think Eben, the year under review, didn't do much to be in that category. The year under review, I think he released one song. At the center of it all, it's you that I see.
No, but the song nominated isn't what you are saying, you know.
I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. That the song that made him come here was Victory.
Yes.
You understand?
Which year are you talking about?
January 2017 to October 2018.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's their eligibility year.
Oh, okay.
You understand? So for me, I would have taken Eben out. Totally, I would have taken Eben out.
But
And
you can also take him out because among the artists there, he is also one of the guys that are one of the biggest songs. Based on the song nominated, not what he released last year.
I get you, but the song nomination is a mistake.
But it is still there.
It doesn't fall within
the eligibility.
Yeah, but it is still there. It hasn't been corrected or edited.
That's what I'm saying.
You see, let's get something right. We're talking about the artist and not the song. Okay, so we're talking about the personality, the personality,
the personality of the artist.
Not the song.
Yeah, not the song. So yes,
perfect.
Yeah.
Unless category definition it doesn't have a hit song. Do you get my point?
Yeah, I get
Unless category definition doesn't have a hit song. If category definition doesn't have a hit song, then fine, I'm okay. You know, but the point is that
but even if a hit song,
Sonny Badu,
he had a hit song.
but he didn't have a hit song.
What is a hit song? It could be a hit to somebody, but not to you.
No,
so you are
it's a hit song. It should at least be a hit song.
You see, when we say a hit song,
because you're talking from your perspective that it was a hit song.
Okay.
But somebody
at the center of it, Eben's at the center of it, was it a hit song?
Well, to me, I would say I heard it a couple of times.
Was it a hit song?
It was a big song.
Yeah, I mean, it was. It was
a
like
big
looking
song,
at. Yeah.
It's not big like Victory.
I mean, that is why they are competing. That is why we not only
that song was not big like Naira. Tim Godfrey's Naira.
Yeah,
it was not big like Joe Mettle's Bononi.
Yeah,
you know, it was not big like.
That is why Joe would win.
No. Wait. Let's not focus here in Ghana.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying this is Africa.
Africa. Places. It was in South Africa. It was in Kenya.
Let's
Abidjan.
ask how big was Bononi in Kenya?
Kenya or in Nigeria.
You understand? We are here in Ghana.
No.
It is big.
I'm telling you that it was big in Kenya. It was.
Have you been there?
After my research.
Okay. No, but
it was big. Even Cote d'Ivoire, French-speaking country, Bononi was big.
I think that we'll be fair to all these people to say that they all deserve to be there.
I think Eben does not deserve.
I think they have worked hard, and I think that they are known. You know, Eben was in Ghana. not because of his performance, but because of his admiration for our airport, where he did some videos and all that. And I was like,
no, he came for no praise. He came for no praise. The way he was going.
Yes. So I mean, to me, if you ask me, that is why it's a competition. Okay, so you may think that he's not done enough to be there, but somebody thinks otherwise.
Okay, so who do you think is going to take this category?
I mean, come on. I mean, need you ask me this?
Yeah, I have to ask
for me, sorry for being biased, ladies and gentlemen, but I've always been a Joe Metal guy, And for
so you go for
like
Joe Metal.
I mean, for me, straightforward. It's gonna be tight between Tumi, Joe, and Nathaniel Bassey.
Whoa.
Yeah, those three. I mean,
Hey, what of Sinach? Sinach is there.
Sinach, the year and the review,
He
like,
should release a song, Overflow.
Yes, but it wasn't received as
the others.
As the others.
Okay,
Yeah, it wasn't received as the others. And
but the artist Sinach was everywhere in Africa.
yes, I mean, like, but
but the it's very tight too.
it's
very
tight. It's tight.
Very, very
Because
tight.
if you see a Joe Metal there and you see a Dr. Tubi from South Africa,
Yeah.
it's like a Joe Metal in South Africa. And you see Nathaniel Bassey.
Yeah.
How you even receive him in Ghana.
Yeah.
Then you see that he's cross borders. Then you go to Sinach because Sinach came for a program, Women in Worship in Ghana. He's gone for a program in Cote d'Ivoire. I've been following his page. She went for a program in SA. So she crossed borders. Then you go to Tim Godfrey because of the Nara song. She's even coming for he's even coming for this program. After that, he'll come for Harvest Quiz in Ghana.
You see.
But see, for me, unfortunately, I'm unable to.
Yeah, you are able to. I will ask you that question.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yes, but for you,
Okay.
no problem. But for you, yes.
No, it's okay.
Dad, you're the music researcher.
Yeah, when you ask me who I would vote for or which will win,
You vote for Joe, I know.
yeah, sure, I'll go for
But
Joe.
who do you
in fact, now
okay,
I'm a
let's
fan.
give me the three.
Before
Let's
I
short
wasn't.
this into three.
Joe, Nathaniel Bassey, because if not because if I say this, the people will say I'm being biased.
Yeah.
But, I
No,
mean,
but I mean,
No, but you be biased. You are a Ghanaian.
Yes. No,
Okay, so Joe, Nathaniel, Tim Godfrey.
Tim Godfrey.
Yeah.
Okay.
These three.
How about Dr. Tumi?
Hey, Dr. Tubi came together like twice.
He's a theory. So if you should
Okay,
give me like
yeah, sure, that's your
five-
theory.
Okay, so
I'm
that's a
actually-
three. So you see, it's quite. Chief Shout is good to announce the voting lines, how you can vote and all of that. So I'll make him get all of that and he'll announce it because you have
And
to
even
push our
Sinach too was
Ghanaians
very
to win.
big.
We have to push our Ghanaians to win because this is very, very tough. Let's go to Africa Gospel Song of the Year. That's an interesting part I love. Very, very interesting part I love. Obinyaneme, Patience Nyaku, Ghana. Bononi Joe Metal, Ghana. Insempina, Spirit of
Nsempini.
Praise. Insempini,
Yeah.
Spirit of Praise, South Africa. Nare Kelemu, Tim Godfrey, Nigeria. Ekueme, Prosper Okuchema, Nigeria.
Hey, Charlie.
SS Love. Jesus, you love me too much. Oh. Mercy Chimo. Hunachi, Ruben Kajima, Hosanna Koda, Ulandi, Dumi Nkodu State, South Africa. Victory, Abed. So for the stats for Pen, this you are taking Victory out.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't fall the
Yeah,
eligibility.
yeah.
You see, the funny thing is that if he wins, it will not be fair.
Yeah.
Chief
that's
Charles,
true.
do you agree with me?
Largely.
So why is it not? Why is this? Why is it still in? I think our skills should start accepting their errors.
Errors and then
delates.
do the yeah.
I mean, me this is the maiden edition, and
I
then we
understand,
expect
but
to see
this is not the
things
first
like
time we are
this.
discussing it. When the nominees unveiling was, when the nominees were unveiled at Holiday Inn, Dan Latte raised the concern, and he was promised by Maki that
Yeah,
we're
he's
going
gonna
to do
work,
an
yeah.
investigation and delete it. He said it there.
Yeah.
Investigation. Myself, I've finished my investigation.
Yeah.
Investigations have been done.
I never
Instead
knew
of
we had investigators in this.
myself, I've done
Researchers.
researchers.
Okay.
I've done my research. Everybody knows that it's a 2015 song.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
so it will not be
Yeah.
fair to all
have-
these 10 people there. You understand? So for me, I'll take it out for the first time.
Okay.
But I believe that songs like Obinyanimi didn't cross over.
Yeah.
I believe that songs like Obinyanimi didn't cross,
Didn't
even
cross
though he
over.
did so well in Ghana. It didn't cross over to Nigeria. It didn't cross
But
over.
it looks as if today
Ni-
Ni himself is part of the panel.
No, you see.
Oh, because I've done some research on this.
First of all, let me say that it's unfortunate to say Obinyanemi did not cross over. Okay, with the fact that she probably didn't have shows outside other African countries doesn't mean that her songs didn't go there
I've done
because
my
her
research.
songs are on YouTube and people
I've
do
done
watch.
my research.
Well, for instance, Wasiame, we've not had any shows outside, but I've had like views from people outside, Africa saying that, oh, if only we knew the lyrics of the song because the song is very nice and all that. Okay, so don't say that because she probably didn't go outside
That's what I'm
Africa.
saying that.
Like,
I've done my research.
outside-
You know this
Ghana.
first edition is Ghana, South Africa, Nigeria,
Kenya.
It's
Yeah.
only these 5 countries.
Yeah.
So I've done my research in these 5 countries.
Okay, so are you saying that for one to qualify to be in this category, he or she should have a show outside Ghana?
I'm not saying you should
no
have
show,
I'm
but
saying
at
that
least-
your song should cross
It
on.
should-
How do you
You believe
how do you know the
should have
song?
prominence?
Yes, in
Yeah.
those
You
countries.
should have presence. In
But
those
Johnny was prominent.
I mean, no doubt. about
Narek
that.
Kilimo was prominent.
I
in
mean,
here.
no doubt about that.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
but then again, looking at her songs being on YouTube, on all those digital downloads and all that, you may never know who is
Who is
listening,
listening.
outside
Okay. That's a
Ghana
good
and all that. Okay, so
But-
let's
so
not
for
do
me-
that.
Okay, for you.
I'll go for the.
I want to be Chief Xiao Shu. You know, she wants to talk.
I
but-
thought I was voicing my.
You're talking, I'll come to you.
Okay.
Okay, I'll go for Mercy Chimo.
SS Love.
You
love the song?
No, not that I love the song, but the song is everywhere.
The song is everywhere.
Yeah.
But Narek Kilimo was everywhere.
It's also everywhere, but you just have to vote. At the end of the day, one person will win.
But Ekueme too is everywhere. I remember last year when we were doing the show, Play Ghana
He
show
says
here.
you
Someone
love
called
me
and said,
too much.
Aropo, sorry, Ekueme. Do you remember? I remember. I'm sure my viewers remember. So Ekueme too was everywhere. So you give me your 3.
I mean, like,
I gave you only one.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, 3 will be SS Love. No, the Tim Godfrey song.
Narek Kilimo.
Narek came before. Maybe then Joe Metals will not there.
Yeah.
So do
So
10.
that will be your 3.
Yeah.
I mean,
so
to narrow me to 3, it's gonna be a bit difficult because I don't know, for some reasons best known to Ghanaians, we seem to receive Niger songs, like in Ghana, such that
I'm coming. No, it is because of how they promote their songs. See, you'll be surprised. Nigerians come down here, they see our promoters, our bloggers, they pay them, they promote their songs here. But Ghanaians,
So you mean Ghanaian artists finally just don't pay bloggers here?
No, not here. Do they do same in Nigeria or SA?
Okay.
No, they don't. So when you hear Jesus, you love me too much, we hear this and that. You think the song gets traveled here? No, they came
So
down
they
to work. They came down to work.
Okay.
I think
Chief Charles.
Yes.
That is what they can talk.
No, they come to Ghana. When they come, they know definitely. Maybe Ninoy, please. Who is the best? Give me top 5 best gospel DJs.
Yeah.
You definitely give because he's going to pay.
Yeah.
You get me? So when they mention their names to you, then maybe he might even hire a service. Then you go around, give CDs, do this underground, pay money. And by the time you realize the song is here, playing this here and here, then it's everywhere. And then online too, they work actively online.
Online. Perfect point.
That,
Chief Charles.
That being said, there is also a fundamental lingua barrier
Yeah.
between Nigerians and Ghanaians.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what dialect a Nigerian is singing in, they will always make an attempt to add a line or two of pidgin or English that helps to cross over easily.
Thank you.
But if you observe the Ghanaian artists and
If they are
Ghanaian music, there is no line of pidgin or English.
I think Joe Metz is
So
learning
it
that
can
too well.
Yeah.
exactly. So it can be so big in Ghana, it can cross over to Nigeria, but there is always a certain barrier because of the lingua
tree.
franca.
Yeah.
So I think what our contemporary or the new generation artists should begin to do is to attempt to inculcate lines of, if you like, pidgin or English or even French
Good.
that can help make the song cross over that easily.
I
That's my
understand.
opinion.
But I think some people like Joe are learning it. So when you see Bononi, there's some English. But what his point is making?
No, I want to say something.
Okay, say.
We all know last year Celestine Donko and then Steve Crown released the song.
Yeah.
How well did the song go outside Ghana?
It's in best collaboration.
No, I'm asking you, how well did it go? Even in Ghana,
you have to check
how well did
Nigeria.
the song?
The song
no,
didn't do well in
even
Ghana.
in Ghana, it didn't do well, right?
Yeah, it didn't do well in
Good. So if it didn't do well in Ghana, how sure are you that it did well in Nigeria?
But that's an exception to the rule.
That's essentially the rule.
It's
You know,
exception
because
to the rule.
probably
I'm not discounting the fact that Nigerians come to promote
Yeah.
their songs. And again, I think their terrain too is a bit
Difficult
difficult
to enter.
to enter, penetrate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's much easier for them to come down here, or for their songs to penetrate. You know, it's way much easier as compared to us
as penetrating.
But the language barrier to
that I agree.
So
the language barrier, you know. So if you see Joe's Bononi, he has some English lines. If you see the current songs, Akes's new remix, Crazy Love, he said some tree, he came back to English. You know, so I think the current crop are learning some points from it.
You see, the reason why I was earlier on saying that we need a locally
based
award here in Ghana is that one. Obi Nyaneme is so big that Joe Metal at a point in time felt that it was bigger than Bononi.
But Joe Metal didn't say that.
Oh,
that did.
No, listen.
Okay,
listen. Let me be very skeptical because someone may misquote me and I think that Joe admitted that yes, the song was big and that and that patience.
Where did he admit?
I mean, I'm not too sure about it, but I mean, like, come on, you and I mean, let's. So you see, so Obinyaneme would have done very well because it did very well here in Ghana. But then again, we're talking about Africa. We expect it to go beyond just ordinary Ghana, and in this case, it will be difficult for it to even be in the top 3.
I think we should start prepping Patience so that if she doesn't wait, she doesn't cause.
No, I mean like she
should start prepping Patience. No, because last year what she did to Vgma, I was seriously worried.
Patience has a manager, and one of the job of a manager is to make sure you talk to your artist.
Then the manager didn't do it well. Because after the VGM, it was too bitter.
I mean, like, no, I mean,
too bitter.
I mean, you don't go to.
I personally think Patience should have been a gospel artist of the year this year at the VGM. But I'm sure because of some of the way she spoke last year.
To be honest, this year, Patience hasn't been that vibrant.
The songs didn't go far.
Yes, so
but visibility wasn't bad.
I mean, like, she's had a couple of shows outside Ghana, and even as we talk now, I think she's in is it? US or Canada or somewhere like that.
So you said it may be because of her utterances.
I'm
suggesting. I beg you. Conjecture. I beg you.
No, but
I don't think because of this.
It could be an informed conjecture. You know, because if you give precedences, people who have spoken against the scheme in the past are sidelined.
Thank you.
And herein lies my problem. That there should be structures that allow the most vociferous critic of the scheme to still get in there if they are deserving.
No, but I like how you said it. The scheme is a scheme.
When
a scheme is a scheme.
When you pick the form, when you pick the form, and there's a space, rules and regulation or something. I've forgotten. This is
how many people read it.
Is it the VGMA?
The VGMA.
How many people read it?
Yeah. So
ask him if you read it.
No. There's a line that if you speak against the scheme. Or you say anything they have the right to buy you.
So what's all the words she said last?
No, fair enough.
If I was even part of the board,
fair enough. It could be a caveat. But I'm saying fair enough that clause is there that if you spoke against the scheme, you could be barred or you could be removed. But that makes it personal. It makes it a personal scheme and not a structured industrial scheme.
Oh no! I
think let me fully develop. Let me develop.
You can't.
Let him develop it.
Let me develop my point and finish.
Okay.
You see, the VGMAs have come so far, 20 years.
Yeah.
So it must be institutionalized. And in institutions, people have the liberty to air their grievance, however strong language they use. But if you air your grievance, and there's a caveat that says that if you air your grievance, or if you spoke against the scheme, you will be bad. It makes it personal. And someone
I don't think that's what is written.
Because for any professional scheme, for instance, take our constitution. You are able to speak against the president or speak against whoever you wish. But if, for instance, you went to court, you must have the right to fair adjudication. You are not prejudiced because you spoke against. So that's what I'm saying. If you speak against a scheme and you're prejudiced and you are bad, that makes it personal. That makes it somebody's personal thing. They can decide to add you or remove you. But for me, as far as we have come, it should be so strong it should be depersonalized. That there are that structures that even if you spoke against a scheme and you have worked hard enough, you should merit a nomination and possibly go on to win, even though you spoke against it. When we get to this point, then people will truly know that, okay, indeed, we have a scheme that will outlive Charterhouse and those who founded it. That is what we should be looking at right now. That it should outlive persons.
Okay. But you see, even patient another year in review doesn't even qualify to be there.
Fine. So let me. I have 10 minutes. Let me open the phone lines. Then, when I come back, we'll finally talk about the main show. Who is performing? Who is not performing? Why do we have this on bill? Why don't we have this on bill? So the number to call is 050-143-2820. 050-143-2820. You can call in now and share your views on the Africa Gospel Awards Festival next week at Action Chapel Dome. The red carpet is at 4 p.m. Main show is at 7 p.m. And performing live will be Tim Godfrey, Mercy Chiwo, yes, Joe Metal, Akese Brimpong, Patience Nyako, Eldamreku.
Have you mentioned Joe Metal?
Yes.
Yeah, a whole lot. Yes, a whole lot. It's 50 cedis for regular, 100 cedi for VIP.
Still here in Ghana. Let me open
Still here in Ghana. Okay, so finally, let's talk about one more category before I take a call. I saw one interesting category out there. Africa Gospel Collaboration of the Year. Bigger.
Tim Godfrey and Travis Green.
Actually,
why being prejudiced?
Oh no!
Are you okay? So I want to
that category there is school chop.
It's school chop. So collaboration. I have Bigger, Celestine Donko, Steve Crown, Ghana, Bononi, Jobeto, Luigi McLean, Ghana, Narek Ikelemu, Tim Godfrey, Travis Green, Salute, NK Ogburochi, featuring Kira Shiada, Nigeria, in Sampina, Spirit of Praise, featuring Ayadi in Tazi. That's a big song. I watched it on YouTube. It was a big song. Obinyaneme, Patience Nyako, Brother Sami, Odi Dance, Timeless, Noah, featuring Jabidi and Hype Uchi, Kenya. And you're saying that usually nobody should
that one, this one there.
Nobody should talk about
this one there, hands down, full chop.
Kwame.
I mean, in as much as everyone deserves to be here, I think that there are some that looks to be a little ahead, just a little. But it's an award scheme that that relies on voting. You understand? One thing about these are schemes is that it is not given on merit.
Yeah.
It is not given on who deserves and who does not deserve
on voting.
So yes, you could say this one is taking it, but if you don't vote, I mean, if you like the song, definitely go and vote. But I know who I'm voting for though.
So what are you voting for?
Come on, Masu Jackson.
Bononi.
Please. I mean, these things, you see. Yeah, but like you rightly said, I mean that song is big.
And
Nigerians too.
I know that's why. I have a problem with that song, because that song is not original. It is a rendition of an old indigenous archaic colloquial song that I saw sometime and I was like, so why is this guy taking all the credit for this song?
True.
I mean, it's not an original song, and I think that probably it made name some years back, and it has been reborn making name. Okay,
but could have been doing that with that one. Yeah.
No, but I think you should have a category for that.
Let us be fair. The language you use, old, archaic.
Oh, come on! I mean, I'm sorry.
No. It's okay. I don't take exception to it. It's okay. It's your language, and you have liberty to use it. But particularly with gospel, for me, gospel songs don't die. Because gospel is basically the message that you carry in the song, or the words or the lyrics, which are timeless. So if a song may enter traditional, or may enter into public domain because it's come far, if a song is 50 years, it enters into public domain.
I mean, I have no problem. I have no problem with that, okay? But
I don't think that song was 50 years when you...
One of the criteria of Vgma is that it must be an original song.
Yeah.
You see?
But maybe the criteria is not that bad.
Yes, I think that it was considered that.
No, Vgma, the collaboration is not... Doesn't talk about original.
No. It's
the
whole.
The only category that should be original is the record of the year.
Are you sure?
Are you
Yes.
sure about that?
And you can pick somebody's song, do remix, and you can be nominated. Nkoda songs. I don't have an issue.
Even when
Nkoda songs are old songs. If this lady, Selena Boateng,
Yeah.
Selena Boateng's everything. Oh,
Alpha.
so that one there, when it comes to VGM, it is only the record of the year,
that must be
but
original.
it should be original.
But that notwithstanding, I will always hold high in
If it's an original
If
song.
it's an original
I do
song,
agree.
because you know a lot goes into like making a
Being
song.
original
Like,
song,
yeah,
yeah.
an
but
original
you see-
song
no,
coming
but
in.
you see, when you pick a song to that's not original, but you are able to bring it to the level where Narekele is.
Yeah.
It also means that
Yeah.
It also means
That's
that's
work,
true.
yeah.
Yes, so when is it old or new? Is it an old
And
song?
that people keep saying it's old.
Yes,
Like, it's a new song.
It's a
It's
poster song.
It's a scoop of
Yeah, like it took some part.
took some parts.
Thank
Not
you.
the whole.
You know,
Yeah.
and in
That is why Omani
and in
is not here
creativity,
and then, yeah.
in creativity is allowed.
But Onwani was nominated as record of the year, which I had a problem with it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, for VGMAs.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have like 5 minutes to go. So I want you to finally give us the voting lines.
Okay.
And
So it's simple to vote your favorite nominees at Agafest. You dial *713 *714 hash. Once again, it's *713 *714 hash, and then you choose Agafest. You open a panel, then you choose Agafest by following the procedure below. Now select the category and the name of the nominee or nominees. Type in number of votes and follow the rest of the prompt.
okay.
Or you could visit speakup.com. Speakup is
One word.
SPEAKUPP
Okay.
.com.
Okay.
And it will give you the panel
Then you can vote.
to
You
do the
can vote.
voting.
So if someone wants tickets, where do we get them?
So hard copy tickets you will get it at Kuala Usu, Silverbeds, Accra Mall, Star FM, Peace FM. So yeah, basically these places. And
Any numbers to call?
again, if you want to purchase, like I said, via mobile money, you dial *714 *5 hash.
Okay.
You open-
714*5#.
Then you open a panel for you
Okay.
to you know.
So you can purchase the ticket.
regardless of what
Okay.
network you use.
Okay.
Or you go to www.ticketmiller.com.
Tickets
Ticket
Miller.
Miller, so it's TICKET
Okay.
MILL
Okay.
ER
Okay.
.com.
Okay.
Then
you can
you
buy.
can do
Okay.
the purchasing.
So next week I'll be here. I'll be at Agafest. So let's be there. Get your tickets. I'm opening the phone line 050143280. I just want one caller. I'll give you a ticket. 050143280. Just one caller. I'll give you a ticket. So your final words, Charles.
So I'm urging all Christians 30th. Like I said, from 4
say
p.m.
next week Saturday.
Next week Saturday.
Thank you.
So 30th, 4 p.m. red carpet opens. So we're expecting all from Lighthouse, from Action Chapel, from the
ICGC.
Pentecost Church, from
Everywhere.
ICGC, and particularly from Pentecost,
The Orthodox churches too.
Methodist,
Yeah.
Anglican, Catholic. We're expecting all of you. This is for Christian. This is gospel. We're expecting all of you to be there. The biggest song
gospel.
around Nare Kelemo. Tim Godfrey is going to be there.
Yeah.
Come and be soaked in the anointing. Remember, it's not just an award scheme. God is going to be there.
Present.
He will
It's a
touch
worship night.
you. It's a worship night. A night. He will touch you at the point of your need. Come expecting a miracle. Wherever God shows up, miracles show up. So it's not just
It's
an
just an
award
award
scheme.
scheme.
It's a worship event. And believe you me, one night of worship is equal 30 days of prayer. One night of pure unadulterated
Pure unadulterated
true worship is equal to 30 days of prayer.
If I want things past, I worship.
Exactly.
Seriously.
So I'm hoping that I'll meet all of you there. Let's celebrate gospel.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
thank God for
Yeah.
what He's done for us.
Yeah. So look for a number we can call.
So you can call my number
Okay.
02441426.
Wait, they are now unlocking their pattern. Okay, so 0244
142655. You can
0244142655. Yeah.
And you can also call 0243 332 726.
Okay, 0243332726. Okay, the numbers will be on your screen.
Yeah.
Kwame, final words.
Okay,
African
so
Gospel Awards
dear Africa, dear Ghana, this is our very own. This is gospel music awards that we have always yearned for. I mean, let's come in our numbers, come Saturday to support a worthy cause. Like you rightly said, I mean, worship is something else. I mean, if you understand things with spirituality, worship is something else. So come, I mean, let's get our tickets. Let's come and support it. I mean, you know, you see, like you rightly said, it will only continue when we patronize it.
Yeah.
If it's a success, that's when we will continue. And then next year, you may see your artist in it. So wherever you are, please let's. I mean, let's.
So Lobafa be
let's
there.
come. I mean, if only she's invited, is she? Because I mean, like we've not had any.
I will deliver a ticket to her personally.
Okay.
Oh,
So-
I know. You
so,
did not give it to her. Give it to me.
Dalati, final words.
Okay, what I would say is this is gospel award.
This
right?
is gospel. It's Faki 5's program. You make Faki 5 Go ahead.
This is African Gospel
Awards
Festival.
Agba-Fest, yeah.
So please, my gospel artists, managers, if you don't win, just take it cool. Yeah, this is gospel. If you don't take it,
There's a category for artist managers.
yeah, no,
I'm not there.
that category comes
But
to win.
my time is up. My time is up.
Okay.
My time is
So,
up.
but my request.
Okay.
I don't know if there's any discovery like new
Yeah,
artists
new artists
performing.
over there.
No, performing the
Okay.
night.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You want someone to perform?
Yes.
Who? Mama Boot.
You are lobbying.
No, not be unfair. My name is Nino. My name is
Please, this is coming from Reverend Obabakusi herself. You know, she's so grateful for what happened last weekend.
week. Perfect.
She's, I mean,
Perfect.
she's lost of her words about what
Perfect.
happened, and then
Perfect.
she extends her greetings.
Perfect.
She says that watch out for the many edition of
Rock
Rock Praise
Praise.
coming to you.
Okay,
right
perfect.
now.
That's all, Papa. My name is Nino. We do this every Saturday, 5:15 to 7 p.m. We'll meet next week. When you say a prayer, say one for us. See you next week.